So let's start on your mat. Let's start doing any movements that you need to be doing. It's actually really important that you keep moving your body in every position that you can. So maybe come into plank, straighten one leg and the other one, engage your abs, press them towards your spine, and really move everything to the extent that you can. Press the floor away from you without, of course, feeling pain in the side that's affected. So let's start by crossing our legs, actually. Let's cross our legs in front of you. And press from this easy cross-legged position, press the edges of your feet towards the ground. So the edges of the feet that are touching the ground, press them towards the ground and you will feel that there's an engagement of your outer hip. And now cross the legs the other way. Press the edges of the feet towards the ground. Change the crossing of the legs again. Sitting bones are firmly on the ground. You're sitting very straight, as if there was a thread right at the top of your skull pulling upwards, really lengthening your back. And now maintaining this pressing to the floor. Reach the right arm out to the side and we're going to do a little side bend. So with the other arm just lift it above your head, palm of the hand facing the ground, and stretch, stretch, stretch towards the right side of the room. And now change. Left hand on the ground. Lift and stretch that right arm above the top of your head. Palm of the hand facing the ground. Stretch, stretch, stretch away from you. And now the other side. Just move from one side, change the crossing of the legs. Move from one side to the other. Get some movement into your body. Feel everything. Feel the scapula, your shoulder blades. Rotate your wrists. Just start warming up every part of your body. And now take your fingertips in front of you and start leaning forward. Play with abs to the spine and chest open forward. Curve inwards and now expand outwards. Press the floor with your fingertips. Press the floor with the edges of your feet. Inwards and outwards. And now come to all fours. From this all fours, we're just going to continue that undulating movement that we started. So press the palms of your hand against the ground. Press the top of your feet against the ground, almost so much that your knees could lift. And we're just going to do cat and cow for a few breaths. Cat and cow. And now start, if you can, actually lifting your knees. So while you do cat and cow, you're pressing the arms firmly against the ground and you're pressing your tummy firmly against your spine while you undulate. You really press the ground away from you with the top of your feet and your arms. And now rest your knees. You can actually rest your knees whenever you need to. Stand on your feet. Super easy. Bend knee, sort of between all fours and downward dog. And now walk with your feet and your knees very bent towards the top of the mat. Keep the knees very bent. Come into a squat. Hands in prayer. And from this squat, press with your knees against your elbows and with your elbows against your knees. So use your body for resistance to really start to engage your glutes, the back of your legs, the inside of your legs, your abductors. And now stand up and reach towards the ceiling. Reach. Relax your shoulder blades and just allow them to go with your hands, which are reaching, and the palms are facing each other. Bend your knees, come into the squat again. Exhale. Stretch your neck from one side to the other. Lean one ear towards one shoulder. Lean that ear towards the other shoulder. We're still in a squat. And now stand up, reach up, stretch everything up. Engage your glutes, slightly lift your hip bones. And now come down to a squat again. Lean left ear towards left shoulder. Feel the stretch in that right side of your neck. Lean the right ear towards your right shoulder. Feel that stretch. Reach up, stand up, reach all the way up. And now, as you come down, step the right foot back and drop that knee down. And just stay here for a moment. Shuffle forward and backwards a little bit. You shouldn't be feeling any pain at the moment. You should just be feeling a nice stretch on the right front side of your right leg. And now stretch your arms up. So you're in a kind of 90-90 position with your legs. A very standard lunge. And now switch legs. So the left leg goes back, right foot comes forward. Stretch the arms up. Engage your glutes. Lift your hip bones. So you're tucking in your glutes slightly, tucking in your tailbone slightly. Change legs. We just are mobilizing. The top of the foot that's behind you is pressing on the ground. The foot that's in front of you, the sole of the foot, the big toe mount is pressing on the ground. Change legs. Come to a plank and stay in this plank. Press the palms of your hands. Engage your abs towards your spine to have this really stable position. And then come all the way down to the ground, all the way down to the floor. Keep your chest up. And now put your forehead on the ground. Exhale. Relax. Really exhale. And now press the tops of your feet towards the ground. And take one arm back, lift it, palm facing the floor. And the other arm back, lift it. So we are lifting the whole of our upper body. Chest is expanded. The shoulder blades are squeezing towards each other. And the arms are stretching towards the back of the room. And exhale, relax everything to the ground. And now we're going to lift slightly one leg. So you're not really lifting, you're just reaching that leg. So reach from the glute, really engage your butt. Reach towards the back of the room with that leg until it lifts only slightly. And now reach the back of the room with the other leg. So the left leg also reaches back and starts to lift slightly. Reach. You will feel that the back of your leg is firing up. And now relax everything. And now we're going to do both things. So both arms reach back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And both legs reach away from you. Reach towards the back of the room. And now, because everything is so engaged, so lifting, even the back of your leg, the back of your neck is lifting. And your eyes are gazing to the mat, to the ground. So your neck is very, very extended. Come to all fours. And now step the right foot forward. Come again into that low lunge. Reach up. Inhale. Come to plank. Both legs extended. Left foot forward. Back knee down. Come to this lunge. Extend, stretch your arms up. And walk that back foot forward. So you're coming into this squat position again. From this squat position, really press your knees against the elbows and the elbows resist the knees. Very good. Now step one leg back and we are going to keep that knee lifted. So we're going to come into a crescent. Engage that right glute as you lift your arms up. And you're keeping the balance here, really reaching those arms up. Palms facing each other. Engage that back leg. Straighten that back leg. Use all of the muscles in your leg. Press the toes on the ground. Press the big toe mound of your left foot on the ground. And change legs. So now the left leg comes back. Right foot steps forward. And press the ground so much that your body lifts and your arms lift. The hands hover and the hands take the shoulder blades with them. So you are really stretching up. And there's almost all of this space between your hands and your back. There's nothing in between them. You're just stretching up with your hands and they're taking your whole body up. Really straighten that leg that's behind you. Using your glutes and your quads in equal measure. So try to find that balance and keep breathing. Keep breathing into everything that's being strengthened right now. Hands to the floor, plank. Lower down in plank. Shalabhasana. So pull your arms back. Shoulder blades squeeze. Reach with your legs back towards the back of the room. Doesn't matter how much they lift, but I want them to be engaged. And now lift your head as well. And from here, take your hands in front of you and come into Sphinx. So press the forearms and the elbows on the floor and kind of drag the mat towards you with your hands. As you drag that mat towards you, you will feel that you're extending the front of your chest, but also the back of your body, the back of your torso. So there's even more space between your vertebrae as you're dragging the mat towards you. And you feel that your arms, the muscles in your arms are firing up. Press the pubis towards the ground. Slightly tilt your pelvis forward so that you engage your glutes even more. And now relax to the ground. Come to all fours. All fours, come to child's pose. Exhale in child's pose. Now crawl, walk to the top of your mat and stand up at the top of your mat. Reach up and come into a squat. Come into a squat. Press your elbows together. Feel that engagement of your inner legs. And now sit on your bum and lift your feet. So as you lift your feet, the only part of our body that's touching the ground is our bum. Reach your arms in front of you to either sides of your legs. Your knees are bent. The palms of your hands are facing each other. And just stay here for a minute. And now lower slowly your right leg to the ground as you straighten it. Keep that balance with your abs. Abs are towards your spine. And now lengthen, straighten that left leg to the ground. And just switch legs while keeping everything very stable. We're gonna do this a few times, a few breaths. Switch from the right to the left. Keeping your abs, keeping you very stable. It doesn't matter if you're wobbling, it's just the intention of keeping it stable that we need. That's what's making the right muscles work. So you're working your abs here a lot and your hip flexors, the muscles at the front of your hips. And now cross your legs and come to plank. From plank, come all the way to the floor. Always feel like you are resisting your weight. So you're pushing against the floor as you come all the way down to the floor. Forehead to the floor, relax for a minute. And now we're going to go into an easy bow. So imagine that you're just a little child playing. And you're going to grab your right ankle with your right hand and your left ankle with your left hand, bending your knees towards your bum, heels almost wanting to touch your bum. And now as you press the feet, the ankles towards the palms of your hands, your knees are going to lift slightly. Your chest is going to lift slightly, but keep it super easy. So you just want to feel that engagement, feel that the movement is coming from your butt. And you're stretching, you're opening your chest. And relax, release everything to the ground, release your legs. If you want, you can turn the head to one side, to the other. Let's do that again. So hold the front of your ankles with your hands. Easy bow on the floor. And inhale into it. And you can stay here for a few breaths if you like, or you can keep it more dynamic and just come up and down. But make sure that it's symmetrical and that you are really thinking about the movement, that you're doing it slowly, that you're not just arbitrarily pushing. You know where you're pulling and pushing, so you're holding the front of your ankles. And then you're pressing the feet against the hands towards the back of the room. And that movement is going to make you lift. Really nice chest opener here. And release all the way down to the floor. Palms to the ground. Bend your knees, coming to all fours. From all fours, come to a child's pose with your toes curled under. So you're stretching the back of your feet here. And actually your arms are active. So the palms of your hands are pressing the floor. And your arms are straight in front of you. So this is quite a very active child's pose. And remember to breathe very deeply. You can play with widening your arms a little bit. Or having them a little bit more narrow. See what feels better. You will feel that there's a change in the muscles in your back as you widen and narrow. Now we're going to shift. Let's come to the front of your mat again. So just step one foot and then the other one. No complicated transitions. Reach your arms up. And leave the arms there. So the arms are up. Palms are facing each other. And now start pressing the ground with your left big toe mount. So with the left sole of your foot, imagine that you're pressing the ground so much that your right leg is starting to lift, starting to bend towards your chest. And it only really gets to parallel to the ground. So you are on your left leg only, but your left leg is rooting on the floor so hard, nothing can move it. And now with that right leg, you're going to take your foot into tree without even touching it. So you take that foot to the inside of the left leg, wherever it lands. It can land really low, or it can land really high. Just press that foot against the leg slightly. And as you do that, engage your glutes. So engage that glute that is sustaining your left leg on the ground. That's the main muscle that I want us to use here right now, the glute. And your arms are still very straight, trying to touch the ceiling, trying to touch the sky. And now release that right leg. Relax your arms. Neck to one side, to the other. Any movement that feels good, do it. Reach your arms forward and up. And now press the ground with your right leg. Right big toe mount is firmly pressing, rooting into the ground. And now bend your left leg towards the chest. Slightly open it to place that foot in tree on the right leg. The right leg is very firm, very stable, very sure of where it is. The arms are extending upwards, giving you this connection between the heavens and the earth. And really pressing that right leg with the left foot. That's going to bring stability, and you're engaging the glute of the right leg. So what you want to do is engage the glute of that right leg while the hip bones are slightly smiling upwards towards the ceiling. And now release that leg. Relax the arms. Come to the squat. The squat that has been a constant in our flow. And now bring the right arm to your left ankle so that we're going to twist to the left. Open that left arm towards the left and twist from your core. Keep your knees away from each other, so the knees are still pressing away from each other. Legs are engaged. Other side. Twist to the right. Hold the right ankle with the left arm and extend that right arm to the right, towards the right of the room. Change one more time. So hold the left ankle with your right hand and really extend through your core, using your core, twist, rotate to the left. Squeeze everything in. And now change legs, hold your right ankle, extend your right arm, glutes engage, knees are pulling away from one another. And relax, fold forward with very, very bent legs, as bent as you need. I don't even want you to feel a stretch at all in the back of your legs. It's not what we're looking for. Imagine that you're pressing the floor away from you with your feet, so the whole sole of the feet is so heavy against the floor and the abs are engaged towards your spine. That's the feeling that I want right now. Press, press, press towards the floor. And now come to sit and lift. Lift your feet. Navasana. And now with both of the feet lifted, get your knees together and just hover, just touch the ground with the tips of your toes and lift. Arms are lifted in front of you, straight in front of you. Hover, touch the tips of the toes to the ground and lift. Touch the tip of the toe and lift. And now very, very slowly extend that right leg towards the ground, but don't touch the ground. Extend also the left leg towards the ground, but don't touch the ground. And start vertebra by vertebra, falling, lying into the ground. And you are on the ground. You're facing upwards. Now from here, I just want us to do a little twist. So bring the right knee to you. We're going to twist to the left, however you want to do it, really. There's no major technique here. But maybe try to press. This is what I would do. I'm just going to guide you through what I would do. I would be pressing the left heel on the ground. So my left leg is stretched on the ground. And my right knee is bent towards my chest. And then I'm going to hold with my left hand that right knee, and I'm going to take it towards the left. The right arm can bend to the side of you, so the top of the arm is pressing towards the ground. I like to keep everything active. And bring some resistance to that hand that's taking the knee towards the ground. It's not coming to the ground, by the way. It's just twisting slightly to the left, but it's not coming to the ground. On the ground is your arm and your left heel. Feel that connection between the right shoulder and the left heel. They are both pressing the ground. And now the knee is just, it's way up, but it's just having that intention of going towards the left. That's going to give you that twist. And now if you want to also twist the head to the right. And exhale. Now change legs. Hold the left knee towards you, towards the chest, with your right hand. Press the right heel on the ground. The right leg is extended on the ground. And now take that left leg in front of you and twisting towards the right hand side. And you can look towards the left hand side The left arm is bent, pressing on the ground. Top of the arm is all pressing on the ground. Release, exhale. You can do that twist to the other side again. I'm just going to check. One moment. So you can be breathing in and out and twisting to the other side. And this is going to be a shorter movement. Twist to the right now. And exhale. Prop yourself up with your hands. So you're coming to knees bent on the floor, feet on the ground. Arms are behind you, palms on the floor, so we're stretching our wrists from this position. I just really like to be in this position. So the arms are behind us on the floor. Palms on the floor, fingertips facing forward. And we're just going to push the ground with our arms, with our feet. Even if you want, you can slightly lift your body, pressing the ground with the palms of your hands and with the soles of your feet. Really reaching up and down. And this is just helping stretch the wrists, the front of the shoulder. Of course, if you feel any pain here, then don't do it. And now from this same position, you can walk your arms further towards your hips if you want. Take one ankle to the knee. We're going to do an ankle to knee stretch. So take the right ankle to the left knee and press that ankle without touching it with your hands. Your hands are still behind you on the floor. Press that right ankle towards that left knee. And now change. Press that left ankle towards the right knee. It's really nice to work with the outer hips when there's an impediment anywhere in that area. You're just helping to strengthen and move, mobilize bits in that area without actually hurting the point that's a trigger. So right foot in front of you. And now shift a little bit forward, just a little bit forward, but keep pressing the floor with the foot that's in front of you and with the top of the foot that's behind you. And as you shift a little bit forward, both hands on that thigh that's in front of you. Take the right hand to the ground. You can shift forward more if you need. Take that right hand to the ground and from here, stretch sideways. Trying to keep your hips facing forward. This is another nice sideways stretch when you really don't want to affect the hamstring at all in a lengthened position. And now change legs. So left foot in front of you, legs on 90-90, easy lunge. Both hands to start with on the thigh. Feel the stretch already in the front of your leg. And now start shifting forward a little bit. Press the ground against you. Press the ground with the whole of your left sole and with the whole of the top of your right foot. Ground, 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 feeling the ground. Shift forward a little bit. If it's too much stretch, just stay here. But if you want, you can take that left hand to the ground, fingertips, and then side bend to the left. Keep your body, your hips facing forward as you just side bend to the left. You can alternate between both sides a few times as you breathe. But remember, the most important thing is that you're pressing the ground against you with the top of the foot that's behind you. I think that's really key. Change sides, left foot forward, right fingertips are going to be stretching outwards towards the left. And we're kind of done. So now take the soles of your feet together. So come to the center of your mat. Take the soles of your feet together. Press the soles of your feet together and hold the outside of your ankles. See how this feels. Engage your glutes here. So engage your butt from this position. And as you engage your butt, you use that force to try to take the knees towards the ground. So again, you're engaging the glutes, engaging your butt to move the knees towards the ground. And you pull your ankles towards you as you slightly come forward. So you're using this resistance, this pulling in your ankles to extend your back forward. Chest is open. You're not trying to curl inwards, you're trying to really open your chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and down. And exhale. Cross your legs. So right shin in front of the left shin. Again, like we did at the beginning, press the floor away from you with the edges of your feet. So edges of the feet are pressing the floor. And now, we're going to do a really nice neck stretch. So take the right shoulder forward. Just move it. Easy. Shoulder forward, left shoulder back. And stretch your neck. Look towards the right and lean towards the right until you feel a stretch in all that left side of your neck. And now opposite side. Left shoulder forward, right shoulder back. And now look towards the left, lean towards that left shoulder that's forward. Don't overthink it, just right shoulder forward, left shoulder back, lean the neck towards the right. And now left shoulder forward, right shoulder back, lean the neck towards the left. Lay on the floor, facing up. We're going to finish with a nice bridge. Chest opener, leg engager. Let's take the arms up towards the ceiling. Palms facing each other. And now take the arms all the way behind you, above your head, reaching towards that back of the room. And as you reach the arms, start lifting your sacrum, your vertebra, coming to bridge. Let's do a dynamic bridge. So now as you place each vertebra on the floor, the arms are going to reach forward towards your knees. Again, feet are pressing on the ground. Start lifting sacrum, vertebra, arms reach behind you. Arms reach from the back. So you're reaching from the back. You're allowing all of those muscles to just get out, reach out. And now hands to the floor. Let's do that again. Arms go up, start lifting. Pressing the ground with your feet is going to engage the back of your legs, which is good. Now reach the arms away from you. And now start placing each vertebra, each bone on the floor, using your abs. And now leave your hands where they are, so to either side of your hips. And now press the hands on the ground where they are. And now lift into bridge. So we're lifting into a more classic bridge. Feet are pressing on the ground. If you want, you can clasp the hands together. But keep your elbows bent for now. So the hands are clasped together, but your elbows are bent. And the top of your arms are pressing towards the ground to lift you more. Lift the chest more. Use your glutes. Glutes are engaged the whole time here. It's the most important part. And now you can straighten your arms if you like, getting the shoulder blades even more squeezed together. So now you're really pressing the outward part of the shoulder blades, the arms against the ground as you lift the hip points as much as you can. And you can even, because you're looking towards your hip points, you can even check that they are in line. And release. Release to the ground. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And we're done. I hope that was useful, and let me know if there was any pain or how that felt. It's a really nice set of options, all of which you can do without damaging that area of your body further, which is important. Take care of your body. Your body holds you, holds you up, holds you together. Thank you for joining me. If you want to sign up to more, check the links down below. I will give you all the information so you can join me in other sessions. See you soon.